Hello, business students. Welcome to Business 100, Introduction to Business through Kenyatta College Online. I'm Professor Candace Nance, and I look forward to working with you this term and getting to meet all of you over the 6-week term. I wanted to give you a quick visual introduction to the class to hopefully help you navigate a little more successfully over the summer term and get you started off on the right foot. So if you look at my screen here, this is the home page on my web browser for the class. I also strongly recommend that students use the cell phone app as a secondary way to access the class. You can change all of your notifications if you go under Account and go to Notifications. So once you go on here and sign up for the Canvas app under the San Mateo Community College District, that's how you search for it, you can then go back to your web browser on a computer and actually look at the different notification columns and either check yes or no for how you receive push notifications on your phone or through your email through the regular system. It's a great way to stay connected and tailor it to what you feel comfortable with. So homepage, you'll see the banner graphic here. Some basic information. There are no required in-person meetings, but I am on campus frequently, so I'm always happy to meet with students. Just make an appointment ahead of time. My contact information, the best way to reach me is through the Canvas inbox feature, which is over here on the left. That's a way that you can send me an email within the Canvas system. And because I use the phone app, I get those relatively quickly. And if it's easy for me to answer on my phone, I can do it right then and there. If it takes me a little more time, then I may have to get to a laptop computer. But I prioritize student emails that way. If you send it to my work email address, my at smccd.edu email address, I may not get to it as quickly since I tend to get a lot of other email there. So I prioritize you guys in the Canvas inbox. On the right-hand side, you can see the to-do list. So these are things that are coming up within this class and then additional assignments that are going forward. You can use the calendar feature here on the right or on the left, the calendar feature, which will show, I believe, all of your classes that you highlight to show. And you can see visually what things are due when. So here you can see I have several of the intro assignments due 12 noon midday on Wednesday. And I'll show you those inside the class in a second. For this class, I release a week or two in advance, so you won't see the entire summer term, but you will see what's immediately coming up. So if I go back to my class, so you have the home page, which also includes an area with our Facebook notifications about internships and related news around business. The announcements page is where I will push through multiple announcements every week about what is coming up, what is due, anything to pay attention to. And that's where this video will be posted. The modules page is the general meat of the class. Right now, you can only see the Get Started Here module. You can also make modules kind of go smaller by hitting that button, the little triangle. That's important later on because each chapter will have its own module and there's 16 chapters. So it can get a little cluttered, so use that to your advantage. So you'll see Get Started information includes two important documents, which is the syllabus, and the reading schedule. So make sure you keep a copy of these for yourself, either saved digitally or on paper copy. Some schools require this when you transfer if it's a private school. And you can find out all the information about what is required in this class, including the textbook information, some textbooks I have on reserve at the Kenyatta campus, grading, etc., participation expectations, drop date information, Disability Resource Center, tutoring help, general technology tips and how to get technology help through the Canvas system, information about your school account, and then also some general ground rules and tips for success. If I go to the reading schedule, this is another very important document where I list out the order of which we're reading the chapters, as well as how they're chunked out for exams. So you will have 3 exams, which are all modular, so the final exam is not cumulative. And at the midpoint between exams, you'll have a quiz on the first half of those chapters. So you'll have 3 quizzes as well. And the first quiz comes up pretty quickly on the 17th because summer school is so quick. Keep in mind this class is normally 18 weeks in fall or spring, and in summer it's 6 weeks. So that's essentially 3 times as fast. In my fall or spring section, we read about a chapter a week. So in summer school, expect to be reading 3 a week. As we start off, for instance, the business basics chapter is super easy. It's very light. But the economics chapter gets a lot heavier, and then ethics gets a little more theoretical, so there's more content coming in. So do keep that in mind as you go along. You'll also have 4 assignments here, which you could see the due dates for, and then the date for the final. So if I go back to that, actually let's go here to the modules page. You'll see an optional student forum if you need to ask peer-to-peer questions. It's a way for you guys to collaborate. And then you'll see the introductory assignments that are due Wednesday by 12 noon. So these are assignments that either teach you a little bit about some of the core requirements for the class, like academic integrity, but they also help me drop people who are not active so that I can make room for people who wanted to add. So make sure that you complete all of these assignments, as well as this required questionnaire where you provide some information to me about your background, and then the student mixer photo introduction. Some of those I've already replied to, and try to encourage the dialogue in your small groups there. You'll be broken into groups for that discussion. There is 1 extra credit assignment open now to follow us on social media. Make sure you read the instructions very carefully and follow what's being asked of you in order to earn credit. So starting on Wednesday, you'll actually see more than just this 1 module. You'll see the next 3 modules come up for chapters 1, 2, and 3. This is a copy of my book. It's the 3rd edition of Better Business, which you could have found through the bookstore website. Many of you already have your copies. I do not use the MyBizLab publisher software because I don't think it's a good value for students to purchase that. This is the 3rd edition. There's as recent as the 5th edition out, but I go off the 3rd edition and recommend that you purchase that one as well. On Amazon, they're pretty cheap. Other than that, you'll see a people log where you can see other people who are in the class or in your section. And then you can also see grades. So here you'll see what is published and available right now, but here are some of the assignments and the grades that tally up as we go. You'll see more allocate in the grade book as I release more assignments as we go forward. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm on campus pretty regularly in the summer, so if you wanted to meet in person or on the phone, we can make arrangements to meet, and I'm always happy to work with you guys and help you out. The key for the online class is this is not a class that you can open your book and just take the exams or the quizzes. You need to have actually read in order to get the assignment done within the time limit. And for the exams, I will provide exam review sheets so you can see the main topic areas that I focus on, so that you can focus your studying after you've read the chapters, focus your studying on those content areas. So the key to passing this class is to constantly check in and manage your time and be motivated, and then make sure you've read everything before you submit quizzes and exams. Read all the chapters and the chapter summaries and do the self-tests at the back of each chapter. I hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.